Welcome back to another episode of Ngetepa guys. I sorang.
Okay, before we let Dewi introduce our next guest, just let you know our episode is sponsored by static.co, stat.ic_co, an automotive clothing brand. Kita to the car community, but we are branching out to the normal people lah. Okay, and catch us on IM show, which is an international auto modified show, a car show where every cars in Singapore are modified and put on display and to compete on some categories lah. And Static is going to set up a booth there, and if you want to catch our merchandise, okay, do come to the booth from 28 to 29 September at Singapore Expo. So Dewi, do the honors.
Welcome back to another episode of
Ngetepa guys. Okay, aku suruh kau introduce guest kita, bukan repeat lagi. Okay, but before that we introduce ourselves first lah. Okay, I am Syafiq Dini.
I'm Shazmi.
I'm Farin.
I'm Dewi.
Alright, so Dewi, introduce our guest lah.
Okay, so as you guys can see, I have an actor, a host, an influencer. Okay, not only in Singapore, he's also branched out to our neighbor country in Malaysia. Okay, he has 31.1k followers on Instagram. He is owner of 2 businesses. Okay, so you guys want to guess who?
Who
Who are you? Hey, Mak sangat.
So hi guys, I'm Syed Shamas.
Dekat sikit.
First, thank you for having me here, guys.
No, thank you for coming actually.
No worries.
Okay.
So what are we gonna talk about today? I guess there's a lot of questions. Shoot up.
Okay, the first question I gotta ask, what is your ethnicity actually?
Okay, I'm actually Pakistani Indian. Okay, my dad is Pakistani, my mom is Indian. Yeah, I'm Pakistani. Kalau I
Okay.
cakap katakan Pakistani lah.
But you are born in Singapore.
Yeah, born in Singapore.
Oh, born and bred.
Yeah, born and bred in Singapore.
What is your full name if you don't mind me asking?
Okay, my full name is actually Syed Shamros Khan.
Syed?
Syed Shamros Khan.
Khan.
Yeah, so I don't have bin or anything. It's just Syed Shamros Khan.
Oh,
Yeah.
does it run in the family like that?
The weird thing is that I have 4 siblings, all 4 boys. Okay, first has a son off, second has a son off, third brother has a bin, and I'm just Syed Shamros Khan.
Wow.
Don't ask why. For a second I thought I was adopted.
Baru nak tanya ni.
Yeah. So I'm legit like no, I'm not adopted, but yeah.
Baru nak tanya.
Itulah.
For a second macam fikir balik, kenapa aku tak ada bin aku tak ada sampau, jangan aku adopted tak, you know, but no, I'm not. Thankfully.
Okay. So anyways, if you guys don't know, he's actually the owner of 2 businesses, Mr. Pani Puri and House of Bollywood.
Yes.
So have you guys actually tried Pani Puri before?
Never.
No. But I saw the Pani Puri through TikTok kat India.
Oh, okay.
I believe. Yeah, so dia macam jual kat tepi-tepi road, you know.
Yes.
But then I find it, to be honest, sorry, macam it's unhygienic lah.
But maybe because it's
Diorang
over
cara
there,
lah,
yeah.
diorang cara there. So aku macam feel that aku tak nak try benda ni pasal it's like this. But then I was quite surprised when you guys brought it to Singapore, macam dekat events lah. So macam should I try? Macam to know that these vendors confirm ada pergi hygiene cert ni semua kan.
Of course.
Yeah, so macam aku till now I'm wondering what does it taste like.
Okay, so Pani Puri is a savoury snack. Okay, savoury snack. Dia ada orang akan suka, some people will like, some people will not like. Okay, but personally, I'm not a huge fan of Pani Puri. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Pani Puri.
Before making the business or after?
No, even before making the business. Because I've travelled to India, I've travelled to Pakistan also. So Pani Puri is not only a special savoury snack in India only, but also in Pakistan. So from our childhood, we've been going to Pakistan every year, and I've always wanted to try. In Pakistan, it's called Golgappa.
Golgappa. There's a nicer ring to it actually.
Yeah. It's actually called Golgappa, and then in India it's actually called Pani Puri.
嗯 ，
So when I went to India, I tried Pani Puri for the first time, and then in India it's actually called Golgappa, and then in India it's actually called Pani Puri. So when I went to India, I tried Pani Puri for the first time, and then in India it's actually called Pani Puri. So when I went to India, I tried Pani Puri for the first time, I was like, okay, not bad. But then for me, what mattered at that point of time wasn't what I wanted.
Okay.
The most important thing is that what your audience want.
Correct.
You dah fikir business lah
I
actually.
already when I saw the whole Pani Puri, macam people were selling Pani Puri over there, I tried it out. I was like, cheap, tastes like not bad lah, you know. Then when I wanted to start up the business, actually a few people were telling me macam, is this gonna be liked by Singaporeans? Most importantly, you know. But then I was thinking maybe just cater to the Indian community in Singapore. But Alhamdulillah, it actually, you know, it was loved by many people. Especially Chinese people, Malay people, Indian people, all lah, macam multiracial lah. I didn't expect it to go multiracial in that period of time.
Were there competitors already or
No,
how?
I was the first.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
During
First
Bazaar
semester.
Gilang last 2 years, now it's 2022. Yeah, 2022 was when I actually started up my first Pani Puri booth dekat Bazaar Gilang. And it wasn't a good start lah, because
It was quite shaky?
It was quite shaky, but then I still remember that point when I thought that okay, this is not gonna do well. This is not gonna do well because there was no customers buying. Because people didn't know what Pani Puri was at that point of time. Orang tengok benda bola-bola ni apa ni like ni,
It
you know?
looks like takoyaki actually.
Yeah, that's right. So when I took Bazaar Gilang at that point of time, I still remember rental was $14,000 a month.
Berapa
Yeah.
square feet tu?
So sorry,
How many square feet was it?
just a normal kedai lah, like 3x3, you know, a normal F&B punya kedai. So I was like thinking, aku nak buat ke tak nak buat ni?
But it's
Like,
just you sell pure Pani Puri.
just Pani Puri.
Okay.
Just Pani Puri itself. So the first day was, I still remember I sold 3 box.
Oh,
of Pani Puri.
nervousnya.
Yeah, that was like,
3 box inside ada berapa?
dalam ada 10 bola lah, 10 balls of Pani Puri. But then 3 box is like what? You just make less than $50 and your rental is like what? 14K.
Okay, wait, I do have a question. Like usually people who wants to start something, they usually start as like home base or
Yeah.
online.
I didn't.
Why
I straight
jump?
jump in.
Wow.
Yeah, I straight jump in because I was like, okay, let me just take the risk. You know, in business you need to take risks and
Yes.
to
Yeah.
know like if it happens or not. But I was prepared. I told myself that if this doesn't work out, never mind, it's okay. Maybe it's not my rezeki lah. You know. Then after that, the first day, then the second day, I still remember when I started posting on Instagram, on my personal Instagram, people were asking, Pani Puri, apa ni benda Pani Puri? Then the crowd started coming in, you know. The crowd started coming in. Second day passed by, third day passed by, and the fourth day was where we kicked off.
Nah.
How I realized that we kicked off was that before we even opened the canvas of our shop,
Orang dah line up.
orang dah queue.
Wow.
And that was
Wow.
where I knew it that I hit lah.
Nice.
Like, you know, I know it. I found out for myself that macam wow, like I'm surprised. I still remember my neighbor punya kedai calling me because thankfully my neighbor was a friend of mine. She was selling goreng pisang, so she has my number. So she called me the 4th day. Dia buka kedai dulu. I haven't opened my shop. I buka kedai lambat. So after that, she was like, "Call inside. Where are you?" They said, "You need to come. You know, like right now, there's a queue in front of your shop." I was like, "What? Are you kidding me? Can't be lah." Then she sent me the photo. I was like, kalau kabut lah pergi like, you know, buka kedai. I was like, and then when I reached there, I was like, oh my god, there's actually a really long queue in front of my shop. And that's where I knew that Pani Puri went viral. And then when I went to TikTok, when I went to my Instagram page, I think all the viewers and the insights, I'm like, okay, it really
It just
hit.
takes you 4 days to
It just
viral
took me 4
it.
days lah.
Wow.
But I think it was also like a hit or miss, you know, for me at that point of time. But Alhamdulillah, I think it's also a lot of hard work lah.
I think at the point of time also there wasn't much main competitors in the bazaar.
There wasn't, because I was the first to
Yeah.
actually open up during the Bazaar Gilang. So when I opened up during Bazaar Gilang tu, I had this mentality lah. It's either macam, so I go big or I go home lah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you already paid the money for the rental. You can't do much about it. So I'm like, okay lah, tawakal je lah. Kalau ada rezeki ada lah. Kalau tak ada, tak ada. Then the 4th day, and that's where it just boom. I still remember, yeah. Until sampai the end of the bazaar, everyday sales was really, really good lah. It was really very good. Yeah. After the 4 days, I still remember. This is something I thought I would just share openly lah, because I want to inspire other people out there. I think you should just take the risk. You know, when you want to do a business, of course, do your R&D. You know, of course, do your research properly if you want to start out a business. But you gotta take risks in business. Then you will know how well it goes.
Correct. True.
If it does well, if it doesn't. Yeah. So like for me, I still remember like 4th, 5th, I think it was like the 6th or the 7th day lah, I covered my rent.
Alhamdulillah.
Wow. How
Like
long
from the
was
4th day, lagi 5 hari tu, 5 to 6 days,
Dah cover.
I covered my rent.
Wow.
And
It
you were
went
like,
viral to that extent because we didn't only had people queuing up at the shop, but we also had online orders.
Oh, that's
So-
nice. That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, so people from online pun started ordering. Like people want to know what it is. Then, thankfully, to a lot of my other friends also lah, like you know, other influencer friends of mine that came down and supported my business and they shared around, and from there people started knowing what Pani Puri was lah.
Is there any like positive and negative like feedbacks from your customers?
Alhamdulillah, so far not yet. But then as for Pani Puri, macam biasa. Okay, Pani Puri, listen up. Okay, you guys need to know that Pani Puri kentang dia tak boleh simpan more than a day.
Dengar
it
tu.
means the whole, when we already serve you the Pani Puri, when we give you the Pani Puri, it's make sure that you have to consume it on the day itself. So
I
if you keep
see.
it the next day, you thought dalam fridge or whatsoever, it will still go bad. Yeah, so it's in the bowl, you still boleh makan. The Pani Puri punya bola tu masih boleh makan, but the kentang you cannot.
So it's not the product problem, is the user problem.
No, I mean it's common sense. Korang beli McDonald punya fries,
Yeah.
soggy
It's not
je
nice,
korang dah
yeah.
complain.
Yeah.
Then korang simpan besok dah keras complain. Ini come on lah, common sense
Okay, but
lah.
I do have a question for you. Okay, because we already had experience with past guests that has competitors in the same industry. How do you face competitors in the same industry? Like, as you can see on social media, some are angry at others, some are very inviting. So, what's Syed's take on this?
Okay, honestly, when I started Pani Puri, I already benda tu memang I was prepared for already.
Okay.
I know that this thing went viral, and I'm gonna expect having competitors. Which I told myself that one day or another, I know in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, I know if I open up another booth at another event, I will definitely see another person selling Pani Puri also, which I was prepared for.
Okay.
Which I told myself that rezeki ni rezeki masing-masing. I cannot go against it, neither can I say anything. For me, the best part was that actually I went to their shop and I supported them.
That's nice.
Yeah, and I bought their Pani Puri and I tried out their Pani Puri. When they saw me at the front, they were like, oh shit. They thought I was gonna come to attack them
nervous.
or something. I wouldn't say nervous, but they gave me that look, you know, that is he coming to attack us? Or like, is he coming to like,
So you beli every orang macam
I beli lah. Like I beli. Then they were like, okay. Then diorang macam tengok I macam lost sikit. I'm like, no, actually I'm here. I want to try a Pani Puri, and all the best for your business. You know, because I think that I want to have a healthy competition. You know, it's not always about having macam, oh kau ada, aku tak boleh. Like kalau kau buat, asal aku tak boleh buat. You know, like this kind of things. I think I just want it to like have a healthy competition. I don't want any conflict. I don't want any problems, drama. I don't want. So for me, it's like, okay, your rezeki. You know, my rezeki is my rezeki.
So you guys acknowledge that you guys are in the same industry and in the same selling line, but have that mutual respect.
Mutual respect. I still remember there was one time I was in an event. I don't want to mention name lah, but there was this another Pani Puri punya kedai. They had no more stock of container tau. And they came up to my shop. I said ambil. Like you know, because we don't have stock. For me, it's like, you know, we help one another. You know, because I know one day I might need your help.
Correct.
Facts.
Today you need my help because your container ran out, which that person is also selling Pani Puri. So I macam, okay lah, you know, one day I might also need your help. So I'm like, okay lah, you know, rezeki masing-masing lah.
Okay, another question in terms of Pani Puri. Are they all the same? Like, okay, I've seen one at Tekka and I've seen a few at Bazaar. So, are you guys usually having the same thing, or what's very different about you guys?
Okay, one thing about us Pani Puri, okay, if you realize that most of the Pani Puri shop, when they serve the Pani Puri, they already put the potato inside and they already put the sauce inside.
Okay.
So some people, while they're walking around, not against anybody or whatsoever, but for me personally, I've done that, but the Pani Puri ball gets soggy by the time the person eat. The main factor of the Pani Puri ball is that it has to be crunchy when you eat it.
Yeah.
So the difference between us and the rest is that we separate all of it. We separate all. Like even the
we
potato
do
we
it.
separate, the sauce pun kita separate, the ball also we separate. So you do it on your own.
Means
So you boleh buat balik, your family can eat, you know, your...
It's a
this
DIY ah.
Yeah,
This thing
DIY.
nak kena makan on the spot once you
By
put
right,
together.
by right, once you put together already, you have to eat on the spot. Macam you know, let's say papadum, you know papadum. You kalau goreng benda tu macam gembung kan. Dan lepas tu kalau you makan dengan kuah dia terus jadi macam lembik.
Lembik lah,
Dia macam gitu, soggy. Dia jadi macam soggy kan. So it's the same thing. But so for us, we separate the items. Yeah, and we use fresh potatoes. Like I know of some yang pakai mashed potatoes. I know. There are some of them they use the powdered form.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so they put it inside the macam
Tube.
tube, you know, and then they just
It's like fake potatoes
yeah
lah.
lah. Bukan nak cakap apa, but I know there are some of them who does that because I personally pernah pergi kedai tu and rasa when I rasa I dah tahu this is not
The
Real potato
real
lah.
potato. Macam kita rebus the potato,
Then
we
mash.
mash the potato. we
Oh,
use-
that's very tedious, right?
Yes, it's very tedious. It's not an easy job actually.
I mean, for him it's interesting. He let people put in themselves.
DIY.
So macam experience
Yeah.
Macam it's a whole new experience. Bila diorang makan tu macam diorang rasa macam it's not only dia punya air tangan, but it's also macam ni aku punya so called part of the creation
Oh,
lah.
yeah,
Berapa
that's
banyak aku nak
nice.
letak, berapa banyak tu bila dia makan is a whole new experience lah.
And you guys are fusion.
Yes. So we have taco puri, we have pani puri, cheese tarik also.
Cheese tarik.
So taco puri dia dalam dia kentang, on top there is the beef topping and the mayonnaise topping. So it's very crunchy and very savory.
Dengar je macam aku nak makan.
Yeah. And the pani puri cheese tarik is sorry. The pani puri cheese tarik is dalam dia is the kentang and then the mince with the cheese tarik on top. So when you eat there's like a pull factor and all the cheese. Yeah, so
Dia
it's-
makan tu dan you boleh tarik.
No. Oh Allah.
Ni sekarang dia kena mansplain dekat kau tau.
Tak, dia cakap ada cheese lepas tu you tarik apa? So which
No.
one you tarik?
So basically, before you makan, kita dah taruh the cheese for you.
Okay.
For the taco puri and the pani puri cheese type, we already prepared. Itu bukan you buat sendiri.
Oh.
That one we already prepared. So you eat the whole thing.
This is ngetable guys.
I think for like certain people like me nak kena letak instructions.
Yes. No, never mind. When you come to my shop, I'll give you. Don't worry.
Like you will tell them verbally on what to do, or is there like you printed instructions or
At first tu, at the start tu memang we had to do that lah. A lot of the makcik-makcik will come, macam mana nak makan benda ni? Macam mana benda ni yang pelik? I tengok macam mana nak makan benda ni. So we explain one by one, we explain. But then after a while now, I think everybody knows how to eat pani puri already lah. Yeah, so they will come and then they will ask, then we will just explain to them.
Nice lah.
makcik-makcik ya. Selalu yang makcik-makcik will like, macam mana ni?
Yeah.
Betul ke macam gini buat? You know macam
Yeah.
mulut orang ah.
You really sound like a makcik
I
right
think, I
now.
think that I realised that when I did it macam for a DIY untuk orang makan, right, it's sometimes when I'm walking around the bazaar ke event space and then I see them sitting, together, and it's nice to see them eating like as friends.
Yeah.
Doing it together as a family, doing it together and eating it together. Some yang tak tahu macam makan, they go to YouTube. Ada dia buka YouTube, dia tengah tengok macam mana nak pecahkan tengah aku. Wow, effort lah bagi korang buat kerja sikit.
Kena aku pun aku tengok YouTube. Aku tak tahu benda ni.
Okay, but going back to the names, right? Why you choose to stick with Pani Puri, knowing that Pani Puri nama from India, but from Pakistan it's a different name, and you are a Pakistani yourself.
Yes.
But why you choose to not stick with the Pakistani name?
Yeah.
Is there any reason why? Never.
Is it because it's
Tak pernah orang tanya.
it's
Nobody
easy,
has-
Oh my god.
it's easier to pronounce or like Pani
Oh,
Puri?
easier to spell or how is it?
I think it was more towards branding lah. Macam it's easier to like say, it's easier to
Pronounce.
remember.
Okay, what's the other name?
Gold Kappa.
Gold
Kappa.
Kappa.
More catchy.
Yeah,
Gold
you want
Kappa
some
is
gold
Dah
Kappa?
start.
Okay lah, macam gitu dah I change the name. Okay, we'll still stick to Pani Puri. I think I just liked how it sounded like.
Pani Puri.
Pani Puri.
Yeah, it's faster to pronounce.
Pani
And
Puri.
then,
Can I get one Pani
fun
Puri?
fact, it's been featured in Straits Times I think a month ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
So is that one of your biggest achievements? How throughout this whole journey?
Of course, it was one of my biggest achievements to know that when Straits Times called me up, they were like, they wanted to interview me and to know how I actually started my business. And they also mentioned that when they got to find out my age, they were like, so you are actually a young
jap.
entrepreneur.
How old are you? are you willing to disclose?
No.
So you were young. You are young.
Yeah, I'm young.
How young?
Not too young. Young.
Yang penting NS dah habis ah.
Penting.
Itu
So
okay
I'm
lah.
young. So I think that's the reason why the Straits Times actually approached me and also they wanted to know like how I started off my business. So when they heard my age, they were like, what? So
Diorang pun shock lah.
yeah, they're shocked lah. So they're like, so technically you're one of the youngest entrepreneurs in Singapore. So,
To be labelled by
Yeah.
Straits Times.
yeah, so that's where they were like, okay, that's good lah. And they were shocked lah because they didn't expect. They thought I was 35, 36, or
Oh my god.
Korang dah guess lah agak-agak
36.
ah. Dia dah cakap gitu 35 ke 36
Definitely
Confirm
not.
ke?
My advice is just that even though you're young, you still can do a lot.
Achieve big.
Yeah.
Actually, your young time is your prime time.
Correct.
True.
So you should be doing whatever it takes. You know, by all means, if you want to make it happen, make it happen. Yeah.
Wise words from a young man.
Yeah.
Young entrepreneur,
businessman.
Bro.
Okay.
Man.
Okay, and then going back to where you asked about the competitors, right? I mean, I wish that all other
Business owners
have his mindset.
Yeah.
Where I treat this as a healthy competition.
Yes.
I support you instead of claiming that I'm the one who started this shit. You need to show me the respect. No, he showed mutual respect to
Yeah.
every single one of them. I mean, it's very rare to have this.
And the thing is, sorry, I have to interrupt, is that we acknowledge that this is not a Singaporean savory dish. It originates from another place. And for you to give credit, it's really nice,
Yeah.
for where your inspiration came from.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Alamak, emotional lah.
Okay. Wait, one more thing I have to ask. He's not only the founder and owner of Pani Puri, but also House of Bollywood.
Yeah.
So do you know actually what's House of Bollywood?
Tak tahu.
Is it I?
House or
No.
house as in
Itu air lain.
HAUS.
HAUS. House is in thirsty lah.
No. It's
House,
not food,
house.
It's not a drink.
It's a house.
Okay, let him explain then.
Yeah.
Okay, kita jangan.
So House of Bollywood is an event. It's more towards event. So I'm doing events now. So the most recent one, I did event called House of Bollywood. So House of Bollywood is like ni lah. So House of Bollywood is more of like a Bollywood culture. So
Okay.
Bollywood culture macam kita tengok cerita Hindustan kan.
Yeah.
You know, so I made a Bollywood night in Singapore that catered up to 300 packs. And I had Rostan Shah as the MC. I had artists from Malaysia to come down to actually sing. And Alhamdulillah, it was my first event. And I didn't expect us to actually sold out. So I really didn't. That one was like also another thing that I was really shocked, because honestly, this Bollywood night thing, I was inspired by my mom because my mom used to do it many years ago.
Was she organized or she what
She organized.
Oh really?
Yeah, she organized, and then many years ago. So a lot of people has been asking her, when she's doing it. So of course I give the credit to my mom, but the one that actually did the Bollywood night after many years, it was me lah. And it was a lot of work. It was crazy for me. I still remember the stress. I was thinking, boleh jual tak tiket ni? Boleh jual ke tak boleh jual? So it's a ticketed event.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So one ticket is $80, but then it comes with food, drinks, buffet, live band.
Everything included.
Everything.
I heard there's a best dress near
Yeah, there
Bandar
was a best
kan.
dress competition, and the best dress competition winner was 4 days 3 nights Kuala Lumpur trip. So that was the first prize, and that happened in 3 months ago. Yeah, 3 months ago.
Macam
Kau should join. You should join. Because it's
when?
your
Next.
what dah start
That's why the next
again.
Boleh cunia.
You should join.
I would love to.
You and your husband should join.
I would love to.
We had a lot of people who came during that event. It
Is
was
the first
good.
time you do
It
for?
was the first Bollywood night that I did.
Is there upcoming?
Yes, there is. So stay tuned. I'm not sure the dates yet, but there is another event that's gonna come out, and we're gonna have bigger artists and.
Wow.
Shah Rukh Khan ke?
No lah. Shah Rukh Khan.
Mana dah tahu.
In the future,
I have to
insyaAllah,
set
mana
my
tu?
way for
Mana
the
dah
next
tahu, kita
30
tak
years
tahu.
of my life.
Mana dah tahu kan?
Berapa years?
Took 30 years to afford Shah Rukh Khan.
30 years. Mana tahu dia dengar ke?
So the Bollywood night was a very good event as well. We had a lot of fun, and yeah. So
How many
Bollywood-
hours is the event?
That was about from 6 to 11.
Did people stay
Yeah,
after?
they did. It was like a whole like roja after that.
Means-
I didn't expect. I was looking at the whole people like, wow, these people really are into Bollywood.
They know how to party.
They really know how to party. And one thing good about Bollywood night is that it's family friendly.
Wow.
So it's not a club or whatsoever. No, it's in a ballroom. So it's in a ballroom. It's a seated event where there is music, there's live band, there's food and drinks, there's MC. So our MC was Rostan Shah, and then Cik Lan entertained us the whole night with his jokes.
And with
Dia
his gila,
comel.
Yeah, he's an
his
amazing host.
the punya entrix all kan.
Yeah. So he
Expected
really,
lah.
Yeah, he really lighted up the whole event, and it was a good one.
Okay,
So
next
that
kita
will
pergi.
be-
Ons.
So nasib pakai kita pergi, kita
Of
support.
course, you guys are invited.
Aku pergi ke? Aku dah minat ke?
Pasal aku tak pernah dengar. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, this is the first time also I heard about this.
And bila dia explain, it's like, interesting
Can.
It's
Because
not your
aku tak pernah pergi like this type of Bollywood events.
Correct.
Like Kau pernah dengar kat
Tak
Singapore?
pernah.
See,
And it's not, you know, bila kau dengar macam Bollywood, you expect, you know, just one race. But he opens to siapa yang minat Bollywood.
No, it was actually all Malays during the event.
Oh my God.
That came were Malays. There were Indians, of course. There were Malay. There was Indians. There was Pranakans. There was Pakistani people and whatnot. But there was a lot of Malays as well, and they really enjoyed the time. And because they love Bollywood, they didn't expect it to be that happening. Bila dorang balik tu, they were asking me, Syed, when is the next one?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I knew like it went well.
I rather go for this than K-pop concert.
Why is that so?
You know, because you pay for standing maybe about $300.
Yes, correct. That's true.
Right, $300 for standing, and let's say you only hear you listen to only one song that you know that you love, and then the rest of the song you like just for you know, for the fun of it. Like for me, Bollywood I don't follow all, but I know
Since young.
the songs. I know
Basics
who,
lah. You know the
basics lah,
basics.
of course
standard
lah. Then
mak mesti buka
the
kan.
beats are actually more catchy.
Rancang.
Aku suka yang the drum that they
The Bhangra.
I love. The one that caught me with that music is Muhammadin. Bila Shah Rukh Khan datang bila Shah Rukh Khan datang
Itu entry tu.
itu ya. Lepas tu dia nyanyi kat bapak mertua dia kan. That was like
Buat yang ni sikit.
Hamko. Tak boleh. Sikit-sikit je.
And that's what actually another thing that I realised that made it different is that macam when you buy this $200 ticket, you guys just get a standing place, berdiri, you know, you're tired, or you either get a seated place. But this one is inclusive of food, drinks,
everything.
Correct.
11 course food buffet. Like there's like buffet, like makan, there's drinks and everything. So it's everything included.
Buffet tau.
And you can bring your whole family tau.
Yes, correct. That's right.
Okay,
Oh my god.
next.
So the next event will be a
Masih-
larger
masih
scale
ni.
lah.
It will be a
tak
big-
ada.
it
Aku
will
nak
be
pergi
big.
Mat.
Aku nak pergi.
Aku dah excited tau ni.
It will be a bigger place lah. Yeah, maybe
Just scale
more
lah.
packs, inshallah.
Amin. InsyaAllah. Kita doakan yang terbaik.
Betul. Tak sama ni nak dengar ni.
When it's happening, don't worry, I'll bust you guys up.
Nice. Okay. So sadly we have come to our end of the first part of the episode. Okay. And this episode is more towards his business side. So for the next part, okay, part 2, we are gonna dig into who is actually Syed personally. Okay, so we are gonna ask him more personal, raunchy question. You don't know, spicy. And korang tak pelik ke? He made the first event. Cik Lan was the MC, and dia cakap dia invite artist from Malaysia.
Macam mana
So kita nak tahu juga macam mana dia dapat connection. Mesti confirm korang ingat Cik Lan lah.
No.
Betul, I beli. Nampak tak dia geleng kepala. Takkan korang ingat Cik Lan dia buat kerja. So we are gonna find out how he has the connection to artis-artis Malaysia for the next part. Okay, so stay tuned to part 2. This is
Ngerti Pegas.